Echo Park, a place that bleeds Mexican heritage and made up of 64% Latinos. What started as a 4-week residency is now home to Chef Andrew Ponce and his restaurant Ati. Chef Andrew has gone to his roots in creating arguably the best Mexican restaurant in Los Angeles. Let's find out how he got here.
Cool. Chef,
Elliot?
thank you so much for just sitting down and taking your time seriously. It's amazing. I came here. I mean, I've heard about you guys for a minute, and then I finally decided to try it. Came with my wife. We celebrated a late Valentine's Day, and I was blown away. You can tell, very intentional with all the ingredients you use. And then we came on that Sunday for the lunch menu, and we were even like, oh my gosh.
I love it.
It was special, and thank you for taking the time to sit down with me and like just have a conversation. And
yeah. Well, thank you. I mean, it was a pleasure meeting you. I've heard nothing but great things about you from Anna. So I was excited to like even like just off the bat, we kind of just like hit it off and connected. So like it was very easy to talk to you. So it's easy for me to say yes to this too. I've been cooking for close to 15 years. Born and raised like all parts of LA. Grew up first half in Culver City. Went to Linwood, Culver Middle at high school. I moved to the San Gabriel Valley, in Covina. A shout out to 626.
Nice.
I never really thought I was gonna become a chef at all. It's like I always like loved food and kind of ate it, but nothing really like sung to me.
When you're like, man, you know what, I can do this as a career? Like when?
So when I first started going to culinary school, like I said, I never thought I was gonna cook, but I saw something in this career that I could probably do. And then when I finally made the jump into the kitchen, I worked like in a corporate kitchen, and something felt like I was missing something still. Like I didn't feel complete. And then when I started going out to eat at these chef-driven restaurants, Animal is not here anymore, but that restaurant really inspired me to become a chef. Wow. Right?
So did you work there or no?
I worked at John and Vinny's.
Okay.
Back in 2015, like when their first year when they opened up in Fairfax. That was fun. It was different, but like I really felt like, okay, this is it, right? And then when I left there, I started working at Bestia, and that was like an accident that because I didn't think I was gonna work there for a long time. I didn't even know what Bestia was. Yeah. I thought I was gonna be there for 3 months and I'm on my way, but I ended up working there for 4.5 years there. And I think that job, that restaurant, those chefs made me who I am today. As far as like you said, attention to detail and the work ethic, the energy, the food. The food in that restaurant really just like changed my life, and made me want to become that. So every day when I would work there, I was like addicted to it, and like the work ethic and the hardships, everything about that restaurant made me like become better.
Because they're running like what, how many covers usually? Like
it was 400, 500.
My gosh.
Every day.
So you're just cranking out boom, boom, dish after dish.
But I would say that's a young man's game, because when I was in 2016, it was fun. I don't think I could do it. I do it now.
right. Oh my gosh, man! And now we're here. Like fast forward to now. Yeah. And I mean, I know you started as a pop-up, right? And what is like Ati? Like what? I mean, even the name. Why Ati?
Yeah. So there's so many layers to like the name itself. I never thought I was gonna cook a Mexican food. Never.
And you're Mexican?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. My mom's from Guanajuato, and then my dad's from Zacatecas.
Wow.
My dad's side has 11 brothers and sisters. My mom's side has 11 brothers and sisters. And so really big family. Yeah. I never thought I was gonna cook it, but when I left, Bestia, and I ended up working at a Mexican restaurant in Costa Mesa. He really, like, I saw Mexican food in different lens. I saw Mexican food in a different lens. I saw it very beautiful, right? And like the elegance and the sophistication of it, and like wow, like that could be like I never saw it in that light, you know.
Okay, yeah.
So I want to see what I can do with that too, with all of my background. When I was seeing those ingredients and seeing those flavors, I was like, oh, I could do that with this. I could do that with that, and everything started like to click.
Okay.
And then I think 2021, that's when I first started like my first pop-up at the, you know. The name, you know, the direct translation is to you, right?
Right.
But, you know, there's so many like, you know, gracias a ti, you know, thanks to you, right? And it's a ti LA, right? You know, this is a love letter to LA, right? So, and it's also also improper on how to say it, and like my Spanish is like it's broken Spanish, so it's like it's also being improper makes it me as well, you know. So there's like just a lot of layers to the name.
Yeah, that's cool. And what like, I mean, you were working in a restaurant. When were you finally like, oh my gosh, like I can actually do my own thing?
I think your family, your friends, your people that are around you every day kind of really give you that support and believe, and then like I think a lot of other people kind of like they believe in you before you kind of see yourself. So I think a lot of like loved ones, you know, people around me, my supporting like people around me, they really gave me that support, you know, and I'm a very confident guy and I believe in myself, but when you're cooking Mexican food in LA, it's like kind of a whole nother, you know, it's a whole nother level,
so
right?
much out here,
there's so
like,
much.
People are like, why another Mexican restaurant?
Why another Mexican restaurant? Why another like why more tacos? Right? I agree, right? But you know, this is who I am, and like for me to like shy away from that, I think it's doing a disservice for myself, and you know, this is who I am. You know?
And you started as a pop-up. Right?
Yeah, I started a pop-up. I mean, with the ultimate goal and dream to have a restaurant, right? And you know, we caught some, you know, we caught momentum, you know, with people and, you know, conversations about opening restaurants here and there, but just nothing really kind of like came through yet, you know. I just, you know, just keep your head down and you just keep on going. I think when we were doing the pop-up in Chento and West Adams, you know, Avner really kind of like pushed me. He was like, hey, this backspace is open, use it. You know, and at the time I was chef there, and I was like, okay. So me and Nana just, you know, we got, you know, some tables and chairs and a little grill, and we just started doing it in the back, you know. And it was hard because like some days, you know, it was busy, and then there's one dinner where it was like 3 people, you know, and we're just like, okay. So it's like it really like hurts your confidence. Like, okay,
when you see like,
is this the right thing to do? But I think when I see people leave happy, it's like, oh, I'm doing the right thing, right? It's like believe in yourself, believe in your food, you know, believe that, you know, like people are walking away, they're happy, and let everything else kind of fall into place. Sometimes you just got to do it, right? Right? I mean, growing up, my dad worked 2 jobs, right? I'm sure maybe your parents too, right? And so when you see your parents doing it, you know, it's like it kind of instilled in you, right? So growing up, I didn't really have the most, and I think I'm trying to get to a place where I can, you know, provide for myself, provide for my family, provide, you know, in the future, right? So right now it's not about me. It's about like the future, you know, maybe the future family, the future, you know, maybe hopefully when I have kids, when my kids have kids, the mole is gonna be, you know, 4 or 5 years old, you know, 6 years old, you know, 100 years old, you know, so we'll see.
Oh my gosh. And I think that's something that's instilled in, I mean, like you say, in us, like as, you know, Mexican Americans, our parents, we saw the work ethic, and we saw how their sacrifices like blessed us in a way, you know, and we were, you know, and so that's amazing that you're like, you carry that, and I think we all carry that kind of like hard work ethic to provide something better. Not for us, you know, our parents came to this country thinking of us, you know what I'm saying? Because they wanted something better for us. They weren't really thinking about themselves. They knew it was involving hard work and all that stuff. So it's inspiring too.
And times are harder now than it was when our parents were doing it, right? It's harder to get anything nowadays.
Yeah.
Everything's more expensive.
Yeah.
So I think you have to work, harder than you actually parents if that's even possible.
So what do we have here actually?
All right. So this is the tuna tostada, and then the duck mole.
Okay, dude.
Say
The tuna tostada.
yeah. Let's do this.
Let's do this.
So a lot of people have a hard time to cut it, but I think the best way is like a pizza.
Oh,
Especially if you're sharing.
Yeah.
The tostada is very thin, so it's kind of easy to break.
And the tostadas you make, they're fried here, huh?
They're fried here, yeah. But I get all the masa and tortillas like stuff from a Kernel of Truth right here in Boyle Heights.
Okay.
But these tostadas are special because they're made super thin.
Huh?
So it's made exactly for a chip,
gosh.
right? So yeah, a little pizza slice.
Wow. And this is just tuna,
aioli, and then the salsa negra with the chili urfa and the cilantro. Simple. I haven't had it in a while. Pretty good.
bro. Really good. You make the salsa mata too?
Of course. Everything in the house.
Wow, this is perfect. There was a chef that inspired you that you were like,
Mexico City. Gabriela Camara, Cantamar, one of the oldest restaurants in Mexico, and she's a badass.
yeah.
And her tuna tostada is like world renowned. So
No
it's
way.
Like,
What restaurant?
Cantamar.
Oh, okay.
If you haven't been,
No, I haven't been. I heard of it. I've been to Pujols, but that was like,
some of the best service, best service. It's like it's great, and that tuna is like, okay, I need one of my own. So a lot of dishes here is like, traveling, eating, growing up, whatever, kind of like all in the memory bank, and to try to make my own version of it.
and how do you know, like, when you finish a dish, I mean, is there sometimes that you're like, oh, I wish I could add this? Or is it like, when do you know that's it?
I think
this is a tostada, here it is.
I think you never put the cap on.
Okay.
I think you should always allow a dish to evolve.
Okay.
If I say this is it, I think I'm doing myself a disservice.
Okay.
I hope next year I come up with something that makes it better. Yeah, whether it be the way I played it, an ingredient, take away, put in. I think that's every dish. So no dish here is safe.
I see. Okay, makes sense. No, because I was wondering, I'm like, man, like this is so freaking good. Like, when were you like, okay, for now,
For now, this is it.
that's it.
For now, this
I mean,
is
that's all. That's all you need right now. And what is this? This is
So this is our duck mole. Our mole, like I said, 500 days old now. 502. Jamaica pickled onions, lime crema, and then the duck is cured for 4 hours and confit for 3. So,
dude, dig in. Show me how would you eat this right here?
I think
I probably did it completely wrong, but it was still amazing.
Hope it falls off the bone. Let's see.
Look at that.
It does.
It does.
Okay, I'm happy.
Oh my gosh.
Because we're on camera, so I don't look like an idiot.
Oh my gosh.
Let's put this.
Look at that.
All right, so.
And the tortillas hechas a mano también, huh?
It's just, I think, the perfect bite. For me, I like the fattier part.
Yeah.
So.
Oh my gosh.
Get some of that mole on there, right?
Holy crap.
And
Okay.
then get your spoon. I like it saucy.
Yeah.
Right. Get some crema. Use my hands for
Go for it. Oh my gosh.
A little duck taco.
There it is.
Ati.
Chef, thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Are you gonna make yourself one?
Yeah, of course. I'll have
Make
one
yourself
too.
one.
Yeah.
We'll do a little cheers. So you said this has been for 4 hours?
It's cured for 4 hours, and then confit for 3. So 7 hours basically.
This is my favorite. And the tortillas, honestly, honestly, I think, yeah, you can have great protein. I think what makes a taco sometimes is just tortilla itself.
I agree. It's just corn and salt.
And you know what I love? It's like, a taco should be, 2-3 bites max. Salud.
Salud. Cheers.
Hands down, insane.
And wash it down with that hotel sake.
Oh yeah, so this is sake, huh?
It goes well with everything because all the ingredients in this can is in the food.
And you said these are your friends? Are they local here?
First sake brewery in Los Angeles.
Oh, no way. Sake, so they actually have a sake brewery? Or, dude, that's dope.
They make it here, like a few miles away from here. They drop off the ingredients, the cans, and then the ingredients is in the food. So I think that's why it pairs well with what we're having too.
These are good. Dangerously good, because it's like you can't even...
It's like a boozy agua fresca, you know?
Yeah, straight up. My gosh, chef. This is incredible, man. What is Ati? Like when you want somebody to come to Ati, right, for the first time, other than the food, there's no doubt that they're gonna love the food.
Yeah.
But what do you want them to experience when they come to Ati? If there's an Ati experience.
Yeah, I mean, I think I said it before to you off camera, I think whoever you bring is the most important part of your experience, right? So you bring your wife, that's the most important part. And then the second will be the ambiance, and the third, I think, the food. But I think if I can touch every table, I would like them to see Mexican food in a different lens. It's not just cheap tacos, right? There's nothing cheap about our culture. It's accessible, right? The food is meant to keep you full, right? Yeah. Like because of the working man, right? The working person going out, the tamales, right? Is meant to keep the person full because they're out all day working, right? So that's why the food is so accessible. And I say accessible, not cheap, right? So I hope when they come in here, they do see Mexican food, Mexican culture in a different lens. You know, it could be elevated. You know. Just like every other culture and other cuisines too. Yeah,
and there's not a lot of that here in LA. I mean, there's some, you know,
it's tough.
It's
tough.
And what makes it tough?
That's a whole other conversation. I think people are so used to the price tag of a $2 taco. Right. I love me a $2 taco. You know, I think by the times now where everything, you know, ingredients and everything costs a little bit more, everything else goes up a little bit too, right? All right. I source every ingredient specifically where, you know, it costs a certain amount, right? But I still want to make it where it's not an arm and a leg for you to go out, right? I want you to come to Ati and not feel like you paid a car payment to have dinner. Right? You want to walk away. It's like, my stomach's full. Your wallet's still happy. You know what I mean? And you could, you know, have a cup of coffee. You guys still pay for a cup of coffee tomorrow morning. You know what I mean? It's expensive in LA, man. You know.
100%. And what's the biggest difference when it comes someone that comes to lunch or someone that wants to experience dinner?
I think lunch is grab and go. You know, you're gonna have. I mean, the bar is still open, full bar open, but the tacos are street style tacos. The kind of stuff that I like to eat. You know, from, you know, beef cheeks to lengua to chicharron, you know, pozole is on the menu. Pozole is one of my favorite things to make. And it's like super, super like casual, easy, you know exactly what you're getting. And dinner, I think it's my creative outlet of like trying to push boundaries a little bit, trying to push flavors, trying to, you know, Ati is an LA restaurant with Mexican roots. Like that's the foundation of it, right? But I'm not gonna shy away from using chili urfa for a salsa negra because a chili is a chili. You know, duck instead of chicken.
I'm gonna make myself one more.
Eat it.
Right? No, I'm listening.
And you know, it's a bird is a bird. You know, so trying to like think about how to push, you know, myself and Ati.
Wow, chef.
This
is a solid bite right here. This fatty, it's crazy because you know what? It also, I mean, I don't know. I might sound crazy, but it almost gives me like a carnitas, the fatty part.
Oh yeah.
You know, it gives me like a carnitas vibe too. So it's like you get the fatty part, and yeah, man. But I'm super thankful and grateful, you know, that I met you and we got to like. You're a very talented human being. In the kitchen, you know, and just like in the kitchen, you're a very awesome man outside of the kitchen from the few conversations that we've had. And I know, I'm saying it here, I know one day it'll be really hard to get a reservation here, eventually. I
hope so and I hope not, you know what I mean?
No, like this place, I'm not even kidding, this place is special, this place is incredible. And I've told him this off camera as well, like you just have to come and experience it for yourself. Not only the food, Anna's doing a phenomenal job, like front of house. The hospitality, the But yeah, but in the ambiance, you know, you come here, it's like a night where you can come hang out with your friends, come have a drink. Just if you want to even come alone, sit at the bar. You know, I know sometimes you said you have games going on, playing.
Like Laker game, Dodger game.
Laker game, Dodgers game.
I mean, we're in Echo Park. We have to, right?
Yeah. No, this is amazing. You can pre-game here before Dodgers game.
Yeah. After.
You know, after Dodgers game.
You gotta eat, sober up.
Come on, eat, sober up. It was amazing. You would not be disappointed. Like you said, it's. I like that you said it's affordable too. You know, and the thing is that $2 taco versus what $4 or $5 taco. It's like you're getting quality.
Yeah.
Thank you again.
Of course.
And I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
And I will enjoy this bite here as a wrap. So, thank you,
man. Thank you.